This is native tobacco or Indian tobacco.
Yes, it is.
It's not native, and it's a bit invasive, but it has beautiful tubular yellow flowers. And that probably tells you who the pollinator,
There you go.
the chief pollinator of this is. So we have a long yellow tube for the flower, fairly small opening. So we know that a large insect like a bee probably isn't going to be able, or at least interested in trying to get to the nectar, which is down here. Can't get its big fat body into there. So instead, we think this has got to be an insect that has the ability to get some part of its mouth down to the base here. Long tubular flowers, yellow. Probably you're going to see hummingbirds as one of the major
there you go.
pollinators of
Long
this.
tongues.
Long tongues, and they'll stick their head down, probably get pollen on their forehead,
There you go.
then fly to another plant, do the same thing. Some of that pollen will come off and pollinate that plant.
Go. So this is native tobacco. Did the natives actually smoke it?
As far as it's not
native.
it's not native
right.
to this area,
Right.
but it also, chemically, this has a lot of nasty components, alkaloids and other things you probably don't want to inhale. So we call this native tobacco. It's not native to this area. I believe this came from South America at some point.
Okay.
We also call it tobacco. To the best of my knowledge, the natives didn't really smoke this, though it may have been used as a ceremonial plant, but it's filled with alkaloids and other toxins that really, if you inhaled it, probably would be harmful. And also,
You know, like real tobacco?
yeah, like real, but probably doesn't taste. I don't think
That's
real
good.
tobacco tastes that good, but this probably tastes far worse.
Yeah.
But we do call it tobacco. Sally, you're saying you think that?
I thought the natives did smoke, and I don't know. I'd have to ask them. But I know it's all over. But it's not super invasive, is it?
Where you find it, it can be pretty invasive, but it doesn't seem to spread like some of our others. So locally, there might be a lot of it, but.
Well, that's what I had heard, that it was brought over and planted for the tobacco properties.
Interesting.
But again, that's a good thing to research,
Yeah,
right?
no, that will need to research.
We have to do a little research on that one. There's
And
always
obviously,
research.
even if the Native Americans used this, it would have been relatively recent.
Oh yeah. Oh
Which
yeah.
is, I mean, Native Americans are very adaptable.
Very.
They've adapted to a lot of the plants and animals that weren't native 400, 500 years ago.
Well, that's
And this certainly wouldn't have been here then, but
No.
doesn't mean they didn't use it at some point.
correct. Yeah, they started using a lot of things after the Europeans came, or as they found new things or different areas. They went to different areas.
Everybody else, if something new comes along, then
Yes.
try it out. And if it's good,
Exactly.
If it makes life better, let's go with it.
Exactly.